Big news for the Wildcats. Otega Oweh is getting a lot of support in this NBA draft. But will this guy come back, or should he? I want to hear your opinion at the end of the video. Now let's get to the news. Otega Oweh's steps in the NBA draft process are being monitored. The update coming directly from assistant coach Alvin Brooks III reveals not only the young point guard's total focus on preparing for the next level, but also the unwavering support from the coaching staff led by head coach Mark Pope. This support demonstrates the Kentucky program's commitment to nurturing talent who have the potential to achieve professional dreams, even if it means temporarily putting the team's immediate ambitions on the back burner. Otega Oweh's outlook is emblematic of the modern dynamic between college basketball and the NBA. With multifaceted skills that border on excellence, he established himself as one of the Wildcats' centerpieces last season. His impressive averages of 16.2 points, 4.7 rebounds, and 1.6 steals per game have made him a game-changer both offensively and defensively. These numbers aren't just cold statistics. They reflect his versatility and competitive instincts, qualities that have caught the attention of scouts and analysts across the professional league. More than his hardcore performances, however, it's his explosive athleticism and defensive tenacity that make Oweh a name to watch closely this draft cycle. The decision to test the NBA waters while maintaining eligibility to return to college has become an increasingly common practice among young college basketball talents. For Oweh, this choice not only provides an opportunity to get valuable feedback from NBA franchises, but also allows him to realistically assess his chances in the professional arena. And while the May 29 deadline to withdraw his name from the draft is approaching, it seems he's still absorbing crucial information about his future. Kentucky's unwavering support during this critical period is noteworthy. There is no pressure for him to make a quick decision or return immediately, but rather a genuine encouragement to explore all possibilities. If Otega Oweh chooses to return to Lexington, the impact will be monumental for the Wildcats roster. He would form, alongside Jalen Lowe and Denzel Aberdeen, a defensive trio that promises to be one of the most intimidating in the country. The combination of aggression, speed, and tactical intelligence of these three players could easily unsettle any opponent, making Kentucky a nearly unstoppable force in major competition. In addition, Oweh's presence would provide experienced leadership on the team, something that is essential to guide the rookies and keep the group together during pressure moments. And man, who wouldn't want to see this trio working together with Captain Pope? On the other hand, if Oweh decides to stay in the draft and make the jump to the NBA, Kentucky will have accomplished its mission of developing a player who came to the program with a lot of potential and is now facing the possibility of becoming a professional. This kind of trajectory reflects the enduring legacy of Kentucky basketball, a program that has for decades operated as a talent factory for the most competitive league in the world. Whatever Oweh's fate, the fact that he is being closely monitored by the NBA is a direct reflection of the work done by Mark Pope and his staff. As Wildcats fans anxiously await a decision, it is worth noting the level-headed approach taken by the basketball department. There is no emotional appeal or attempts to pressure Oweh to stay. Instead, there is absolute respect for his individual journey and a quiet confidence that, regardless of the path he chooses, Kentucky will be in good hands. So whether it's celebrating Otega Oweh's potential return or applauding his entry into the NBA, Kentucky basketball continues to prove that it is much more than wins and losses on the court. This is the team everyone is waiting for. The recent news of former Wildcats center Ugana Onenso transferring to the Virginia Cavaliers is yet another chapter in the history of a program that, despite departures, leaves its mark on the history of the Wildcats. And BBN Onyenso, the Nigerian giant, ended his two-season stint at Kentucky with numbers that, although discreet at first glance, reveal an impact that goes beyond statistics. With averages of 3.0 points, 3.3 rebounds, and 1.6 blocks in 12.9 minutes per game, the center showed flashes of brilliance, especially in the 2023-24 season, when he emerged as one of the SEC's top defenders. His ability to protect the paint, culminating in a conference-leading 48 blocks, was a testament to his potential as an intimidating force. Games like the battle against Florida, where he had 13 points, 16 rebounds, and 8 blocks, or the win over Ole Miss, where he had 10 blocks to tie an all-time record at Rupp Arena, are vivid reminders of how dominant Onyenso could be when he was at his best. The departure of Onyenso who will now take his skills to the ACC under Ryan Odom at Virginia, is not a turning point, but rather a reflection of the dynamic cycle of college basketball. Players come and go, but Kentucky now, under Pope's leadership, is focused on building a new identity. Onyenso's trajectory at Cal, who arrived in Lexington as a top 30 recruit in his class by the On3 industry rankings, is an example of the caliber of talent the program attracts. Coming out of Putnam Science Academy and reclassified to the 2022 class, he chose the Wildcats over programs like Oklahoma and Kansas, reinforcing Kentucky's push as a destination for young prospects. Despite moments of inconsistency and an injury that sidelined him for 9 games in his sophomore season, Onyenso has made his mark. His evolution from a limited role as a freshman, playing just 6.9 minutes per game, to a more robust presence in 2023-24, playing 18.8 minutes and more impressive numbers, shows the development that the Kentucky program, even in transition, continues to provide. Onyenso's decision to explore the 2024 NBA draft before returning to college basketball, and eventually transferring to Kansas State and now Virginia, underscores his search for a stage where he can shine as a starter in his final eligible season as well. Onyenso prepares for a new journey. Kentucky's Mark Pope looks ahead with optimism. And as a reminder, the offseason has been a time of strategic rebuilding, with Pope working to align his vision with the legacy of a program that breathes basketball. The Wildcats' ever-demanding fan base has reason to be excited. Pope's skill at recruiting and developing players, coupled with his ability to inspire, suggests Kentucky is in good hands. Onyenso's story, with its ups and downs, is a reminder of what makes college basketball so captivating. Every season brings new stories, and Kentucky under Pope has new stories, and we wish Onyenso every success. Let us know what you think. Do you remember the good old days under Onyenso?